beautiful city of Cape Town was the venue for the inaugural Cape Town 10s rugby tournament, celebrated as the official welcome to the Southern Hemisphere rugby season. The Cape Town 10s is not just a rugby tournament, but a chance to catch up on old friends, forge new ones, and blend the game we all love with one hell of a party. Welcome to the 2009 Cape Town 10s rugby tournament. With teams from all over the world jetting into play in the Cape Town 10s, a welcome function got things underway. Teams from across South Africa joined internationals from Nigeria, Canada, the United Kingdom, New Zealand and Australia to celebrate the game of rugby beneath the magnificent Table Mountain. Plenty of big names were drawn to this year's inaugural event. Former Gloucester hardman Jake Boer made an appearance, along with some of his Adidas Sports Illustrated legend teammates. Amongst them Zach Feonati, the Samoan tank, Matt Phillips, the New Zealand-born Italian, and a number of international friends of the game. After a welcome from hosts Rob Fleck and Bob Skinstad, the rules of the weekend were briefed to the almost 1,000-strong contingent of players and management. 10-a-side rugby sees 5 forwards and 5 backs for a brace of yet open running rugby, and with a voluntary rolling subs at each set piece, the action wasn't going to stop. One of the teams involved in the beer league was the Toad Noordhoek Vikings, certainly a team worth watching.
What's happening here tonight basically is obviously the opening function, all the teams getting together, showing what they're made of. I think it's more about everyone meeting long lost mates that they're trying to get together with, and having a few drinks and catching up with old friends. I think it's another excuse in Cape Town just to have a few drinks with your best mates, and guys that are married, another excuse to be a night out from their missus.
The dark horse of the Noordhoek Vikings side is back of Clint Vosloo. Nobody's going to pick him for player of the tournament. There are a few of us who think he might be in school of stepping.
The story of the Noordhoek Vikings goes back to the night before the tournament started, where a capping ceremony was held at the local pub, players representing the village given a send-off and acknowledged for their participation. Players were selected from residents of Noordhoek, as well as some well-chosen invited celebrity guests. And the local pub, the Toad in the Village, was also the team sponsor, so an opportunity to thank the sponsor was taken.
This evening was about the Noordhoek community coming together and galvanized as a community behind the team, behind the Noordhoek Vikings, who, as you know, are playing in the Cape Town 10s on the weekend. I suppose the other purpose of the evening was to provide the sponsors, the Toad in the Village, this pub that we're at right now, the opportunity to show the community their support for the Vikings and all they've done for us and to enable us to go to this tournament and be successful.
Nee, dit is definitief sosiaal. Ek bedoel, ek het ingestem om te speel en toe ek later gehoor daar's rugby betrokke, maar nee, ons gaan definitief kuier. Ons Vrydag, Saterdag aand, ek is saam met 'n klomp souties, so Engelsmanne. So ek sal maar 'n bietjie Engels praat en kyk wat die ouens drink en wat die ouens doen.
Don't go anywhere, bro. Just come here. Let's get everyone together.
You need to eat something. You need to have a team to run on.
Eat afterwards. Let's get you eat afterwards.
I have to eat last night. I'm gonna fly off. I need performance-enhancing hot dog right now.
Where are the rest of our oaks? Seriously.
They're around here.
Okay, well, let's get them all here because it's like herding cats. First thing that needs to happen is everyone needs to come together so we can pretend we're a team, which I believe we're very good at. We were a great team last night until 5 a.m. this morning. Once we've gotten together, we might try and warm up. I don't know if that's going to go well. I think there might be a bit of vomit. And then we're going to try and play. We're going to try and name a side. There'll probably be a lot of arguing about that. I'm just guessing that the first game is going to be a dog show. But that's what we're here for. So it's all good.
No, I think we've got a team spirit is very high, but I think that's a little bit still liquid induced, which is slightly worrying. We're missing the key players. Those are the guys obviously that went home early, so they're having a nice sleep. They better come very, very charged. Otherwise, we're going to be struggling. We're going to be struggling. I know that one, huh? Yeah.
The Vikings held their own for the first few minutes, keeping at bay a strong defensive line and executing some sniping backline moves out wide, only to be hauled in by what could be described as an overly enthusiastic defensive display. Unfortunately for the Vikings, the effects of the previous night ensured a sieve-like defence, and the ensuing try barrage dampened much of their fragile optimism. The Vikings were not going to roll over without a fight though, and by half-time their coach was certainly in positive mood.
It is an embarrassment. Okay, it's an embarrassment because we aren't talking. It's an embarrassment because we think we're playing a game of touch. It's an embarrassment because we're trying to play under our f***ing poles. Let's get out of where we live and let's go play down there. Let's get tighter. We got tight once. Nicholas Walsh went to ground, we cleaned the ruck and we scored. Okay, let's get tight and play off some structure and not in our half. All right, let's play in their half. Sparky, put us down there and let's go play there. Okay, wake up and start talking.
Despite a spirited team talk by team manager and coach Stephen Morris, things didn't change much for the Vikings in the second half. And with the morning heat hitting the low 30s, was this Vikings team going to lift itself and perform to its ability? Off broken play, one of the Vikings pacemen picked up a loose ball and sprinted half the field to restore a touch of fiery Viking pride. But by full time for the Vikings, a 57-12 thrashing was the scoreboard's result, the towed Noordhoek Vikings retreating to the safety of the players' village and some much-needed shut-eye and shade. The question being, could this team raise itself enough to win at least one game during the tournament? Playing in the Premier League under the leadership of former Springbok captain Bob Skinstad was the International Sports Illustrated Adidas Legends side, boasting numerous international caps from countries as diverse as Italy, Zimbabwe, England and South Africa, and managed by international tight head Supremo Case Muse. The Sports Illustrated Adidas Legends were also feeling the pinch from a late night out as they took on the UCT Ikeys team in their first match. The pace of the students was too much for the Legends, but that didn't stop the vastly experienced internationals from giving the Ikeys a solid working over. Despite the Legends' physicality, the students were relentless in defence and attack, making the Sports Illustrated Adidas Legends run the length of the park. Tournament co-host Rob Fleck fills us in.
Not too good, eh? Not too good. First game, 9 o'clock in the morning, it's not ideal. A bit of a party last night, but we'll make it better.